Hey everyone, Leo with the Dreaming Tree, and welcome to the assembly video for our Lavender Fantasy Flower card. Now I have all of my pieces cut out, as should you, and we're going to begin with the card base, which I have here. I've already folded it in half, and we're going to take this piece. This piece has a letter T kind of cut into it. Now this piece has a letter T cut into it. You want to make sure that it's right side up. You don't want it upside down. And we're going to begin by gluing this to the face of our card base. So let's get our glue going here. Nice and easy, nice and thin with the application. You don't want to douse it with glue. A little bit will go a long way. Okay, and we just want to make sure that we get it nice and centered on the card face here. Nice even border all the way around. And pop that into place. Might need to nudge it up a tad. There we go, perfect. Press that down. And next we're going to take the third layer to this and get that glued down. That's this guy here. I've already pre-folded this. We're using a silver foil here. You may not be, but if you are using foil, you'll want to just take your time with it, because it is a little more difficult to glue down. And all we're going to do is apply glue to this piece here and glue it to the back of the main part of the card. So if you kind of, let's get the glue on it first and then we'll talk. Okay. So go ahead and apply your glue just to this little section here. And I would recommend taking and kind of spreading that glue out to the very edge. Okay, this is my top, this is my bottom. I'm going to slide that right on there using my hands on the left and right to kind of make sure that it's centered. Then we'll take that flap and fold it over. I'm going to give this a push in a little bit and just press and hold that down. Now I'm going to need to be a little extra patient with this because it is kind of fighting me. Since it's foil, it's a lot thicker. It wants to kind of snap back into place, so I need to just be patient while this glue gets a good hold. Okay, I'm going to flip this over and push from the other side. There we go. And give that a few extra seconds. That seemed to have did the trick. Okay. And next we're going to take this layer and glue it right on top of our foil. Okay, now if you too are using foil, you want to be very careful when you apply this. Okay, I'm going to start off by getting glue around the perimeter. Okay, and then we'll just kind of add a little bit of glue here and there. Try to stay away from these little cutouts, because if we accidentally get it in the wrong spot on the foil, it's really hard to hide a gluey mess on foil, so let's not do that. Okay, and I'm going to focus on this little cutout here. When I place this down, just want to make sure that I get everything nice and centered. Should be a nice even border all the way around. There we go, perfect. It's not difficult. You just got to give it a little extra attention when you put that down. Okay, so there you have it. Beautiful. Give that a few extra seconds to set. And then all that's left to do is build our little flower, which is not difficult at all. Okay. All right, we're going to start off with the leaves. This is the backmost layer. And we're going to grab a dowel and give the tips of these leaves a little bit of a curl. So what I'm doing is I'm taking and placing the piece here between my finger and the dowel, and then I'll lift it towards me a little bit, about 45 degrees, and then just run the dowel right through. Very simple. I did ink the flower and the flower only. I didn't ink anything else on this project, and I very simply just took a ink that's a shade darker than whatever the cardstock color is. Okay, so let's open this up, and you'll notice that there's like there are four little almost V shapes. They're little markers, and those are going to go right in between. You see this little circle here. The circle is going to go right in between all those, And those are going to go right into the little valleys where the little leaves come off of this little circle. And that's going to help us get everything nice and centered. All we need to do though is place a little bit of glue on just the circle. We don't need to put glue anywhere else. And again, use those little markers to help you get it nice and centered. There we go, just like that. Okay. Our next layer is going to be the largest flower. So there's 3 flowers, well, technically 4, but we're going to start with this one. It's the largest. I'm going to flip it over. You can see I inked that one too. I'm going to flip this over and very simply take and pinch one of the petals between my finger and the dowel and lift it up a little bit and then run the dowel through. Very simple. Just repeat that all the way around. Okay, and you can see that it kind of gives it a little bit of a curve. That's all we need. We don't want to curve it too much because this is going in an envelope and will ultimately kind of flatten out a bit. Okay, so now we're going to take, and I want these 2 petals to be on opposite sides of this leaf here. Okay, and use that little hole from the leaf as your guide. Okay, so you can see how this petal is not right on top of this one, it's off to the left and the right. Okay, so that one is going down flat. And then the next 3 layers that we're going to construct here are going to actually be pop dotted. So we'll construct those separately. Just like we did with that one, take and just run your dowel through, pinch the petal between your finger and the dowel, lift it up about 45 degrees, and then run the petal through, or run the dowel through, I should say. Okay, very simple. Put that one down for a second, grab the next one, and we'll do the same thing to this one. Just like that. Okay. Put a little bit of glue on the back of it, just around that little circle there. And we're going to place this right on top of this one. We're going to offset the petals, so we don't want them on top of each other. We're going to rotate it a little bit so that we see as much of each of the petals as possible. Just like that. Okay, and then finally we have this little star-shaped guy, and I will take and just kind of curl the little points back just a little bit. Again, this is all going to get flattened out when we put it in our envelope, but it will maintain a little bit of the training that we're doing. Okay, so let's throw a little dot of glue on the back of that and just get that nice and centered like that. That looks good. Okay, flip that over. Let's grab a little foam square, throw that right on the back, and then I'm going to take this and we're going to center this right onto the existing flower. Bam, done. And there you have it. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and put the envelope together. Each of these cards from this new bundle comes with an envelope, and I've already pre-folded everything, which you'll want to do as well. And we're going to begin by folding these 2 flaps in and applying just a little thin line of glue right along the inner edge here, like that, and here. And then we'll take and fold this up and press and hold that down. Okay, keep holding, make sure that it sets completely before you let it go. Beautiful. And then we're going to take this piece and glue that to the inside of the top flap here. Okay, so what we want to do is apply glue to this entire back portion here. Okay, I'll show you a quick little trick to make this a lot easier. Okay, so we'll take this guy here and we'll just slide it in there. I've got my, this is my texture side, and just press it up against the little crease there, the score mark or the score line. Make sure it's centered. Keep on pushing forward and then just bring this down and press down. Okay, so it's very simple. And that's it. So there is our matching envelope. You can see how nicely it fits in there. A very classy looking card. And one other thing too, you'll notice in the photos, I'll do this off camera since it's kind of redundant, but we've got little cutouts here at the bottom. Perfect place for either a rhinestone or a pearl, and I'll absolutely put one in the center there to give that a little bit of, you know, just a little pizzazz. But that's pretty much it for this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please visit us on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. While you're there, hit that little bell so that you get notifications anytime we release a new video so you don't miss anything. And if you make this or anything from our new bundle, I would love to see it, and so would the rest of our community. So head over to your Facebook and do a search for Dreaming Tree Group, or you can type in this little URL right into your address bar and it'll take you right there. So again, very quick, very cute, classy, and versatile cards. Hope you enjoyed making them, and as always, I look forward to crafting with you again. Hey, thanks for crafting along with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, check out some of our other videos, and also please consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to visit our site and check out our free SVG section, where we have over 140 free SVG files complete with assembly videos. I look forward to crafting with you soon.